Have you ever been so inspired? You got a vision, and you knew exactly who you wanted to be. It was so clear that your heart was filled with hope and instilled in your mind was a dream. Have you ever been so on fire because you knew you were on the cusp of a breakthrough?
I'm just gonna be real as fuck. Okay, so I grew up with these huge dreams. I wanted to be somebody. I wanted to be something. I was trying so hard, and back in 2010, I lost everything, and I had a complete nervous breakdown. I went financially almost bankrupt. I had gotten sued. I lost everything. I'm 34 now, but at the age of 27, I found myself crying in a basement with literally, I had taken my clothes off and stripped down to nothing because I had nothing, and I put my face on the floor and I was bawling my eyes out because I knew that I was literally gonna end up a grown-ass man loser who had nothing and was worth nothing. And I couldn't believe somebody who thought he was so smart and was so good and knew what he was doing could end up such a loser. So when I was sitting there bawling my eyes out, I made this decision. I'm not gonna get up and come out of this basement and move forward on with my life until I'm changed and I can put this ego thing aside and actually start to be real and build a solid foundation. I'm literally working a full-time job for $10 an hour now at 28 years old. Flat broke, coming home, doing eviction notice on the door. I've got debt collectors calling me, I've got attorneys calling me, and I'm literally crapping my pants. I was so scared, I couldn't stop shaking. Like, you ever been drug out in life, like all the way to the edge, like you're operating on a shoestring and you're scared to death and you can't stop shaking, bro? You ever been so scared that your stomach keeps turning and you literally feel like you're going to vomit? Like you're sleeping like 2-3 hours a night and every second of your life is a waking nightmare. So you step back, right? You're scared, you're terrified, you're freaked out. I was like, I gotta do something about this, bro. I've gotta do something, and I'm doing everything I can do every second of every waking moment of the day and night, and it's not doing nothing. It's throwing a spitball at a brick wall. You ever like, you feel like you're so worthless, your self-esteem is so low and you're such a piece of crap, now you start to develop a vengeful anger and you want to literally just put your fist through the wall, and when you do that, now you're a violent person. Now you're violent. So like you start losing your mind. Like people want to have an intervention with you because you're just trying to have a breakthrough. But sometimes you got to have a breakdown to have a breakthrough, right? I remember one time I flipped out in front of my wife and I started taking all the pictures down in our crappy apartment on the wall. She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, this place is an illusion. We got to have a breakthrough. We got to have a breakthrough. So if you get to that point where you're like, you're reaching out, now you're begging. So all the fear, all the anxiety, all the self-limiting beliefs, everything holding you back, you get to the point, you ever get discouraged? The spirit of discouragement is straight up evil, because that's when you go, it's when you start feeling pity for yourself, and that's when you give up, right? You say, oh, but you're supposed to never give up. You're supposed to never give up, right? This is where it changes. This is where it changes. First you go through anger and you say, you know what? You become resentful and you say, you know, I don't give a shit now. Now I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make it happen. I don't give a shit. I'm making this happen. But that's when you start becoming blind and you start becoming selfish, and now you're not communicating with people. So you go into apathy, right? Then from apathy, it gets to the point where you don't give a shit and you want what you want so bad, you'll start taking it. And that's when you become selfish, and that's when the blinders go up. You literally become blind, and that's when you start making stupid mistakes because you're not calibrated. You're not balanced and calibrated. There's a certain part of you that has to stay grounded and real, while another part of you flies and chases that dream. Chases that dream. You feel like you're down in a hole and the world just keeps throwing shit on you and throwing shit on you, right? But you gotta shake that shit off and step up. You gotta shake that shit off and step up. Dude, how are you gonna do that if you're looking down around all the muck and all the shit that you're in? You gotta look up and gaze up at what you want and keep your eyes wide open on that. Because the temptations are gonna come, the turbulence is gonna come, the haters and the naysayers, they're going to attack you. They're going to attack you. When you align yourself with the universe, when you align yourself with your spirit, when you align yourself with the highest, greatest good, when you align yourself with God, that's when the demons try to run you up. That's when the demons jump on your back. That's when the critical, negative people, even the people that are supposed to love you, the people in your family, they're gonna cut you down. They know exactly what to say. They spit fire like lizards. They spit it out and it runs you up. That's when the wolves in sheep's clothing come. That's when you stay up late at night dripping in sweat and fear, terrified of your own success. So everything has a frequency.